What's going on, guys, and welcome to Fallout 4. So this episode was taken down several times due to a music copyright in the background of some stupid radio inside some stupid house I was looting. So instead of just replaying it on PS4, I thought I would go ahead and play it on PC. So we are now made it to the switch of PC Master Race. I know I don't want to start a console war or anything, but PC is my love and joy, especially for a game like Fallout. We're currently playing on Ultra, running around 80 FPS, and this is going to be recorded in 1080 60 at pretty much lossless, so you guys are going to have some crazy nice videos on YouTube. And I've gone with the no face cam for this series. The reason being is I record, I've been recording these games late at night with little to no sleep, and there's just, I don't feel like this is a face cam game, almost. So what we just completed is we killed a bunch of these bandits, and we're going to be heading off into the sunset to go pretty much just like run back to Sanctuary, and we should be good from there. And I'm really happy to be finally on PC. Being on PC just it makes it feel so much cleaner. The aiming is so much easier. The inventory management is so much cleaner as well, because I can actually set things to like 1 through 10 on my keyboard. Well, 1 through 9 and 0. So like 1 is my pistol, 2 is my musket, 3 I think is a stupid baton, and then 4 I believe is my one of these is my minigun. I think I'd have to set the minigun, but aiming and everything is so much easier on the PC version of the game, so I'm looking forward to actually playing it. And the funny thing is, I've actually played the first 2 hours of the game about 4 times now, and every time I play it, it has been different. Like, not just in my brain, but I actually didn't get a mole rat attack here at all. I ended up getting a mole rat attack down inside the bandit killing area, so like that was confusing to me, and I didn't know that changed that much. And I remember I was streaming it today, and I got attacked by what'd you find, buddy? What little Jimmy's trapped in a well? No. Okay. What? Stim pack? Okay. I understand. We need to transfer our armor to this. Whoops. I need to get used to the controls a bit here. What is happening? Get out of this. Thank you. Jeez. Alright, so we're just going to hop out of our armor by holding E. And I believe, I'm not sure how to build yet. I did build a bit, and I've learned a bit about building, but I haven't quite done it yet. I want to go outside. Let's open this stupid garage door. I don't know why I closed it. The reason why I have all this heavy armor and crap on me is because I want to go try and craft some armors. It's going to be quite a walk to get back there. I believe this is the armor workbench. So we can actually go ahead and scrap a lot of this stuff. There we go. And if we scrap a whole bunch of that stuff, we're going to be able to modify some of this stuff too. Later in the line, I guess we need to get some leather and such. That's fine. Alright. Go ahead and exit. Nice and easy. Alright, now that's all broken down. We're not really weighed down anymore. We're also going to go in here, and we're going to... Oh my god, that's crazy. We can blade the iron? Like, what? Do I want to do that? No, because I'm not going to use melee weapons. Give me a second. I need to kind of relearn the controls as we go. Alright, let's go ahead and scrap that. We're going to scrap the pipe auto pistols. I'm not a fan of them at all. Scrap that. Security batons. The short barrel shotgun will scrap 3 of them. Short hunting rifle we will keep. We will be upgrading that very soon. We're gonna get rid of the bladed iron. I hope I didn't just upgrade it on accident. If I did, I'm sorry. We're gonna get rid of that. I'm not really a pipe gun person. And I'm trying to avoid having too much shit in my inventory. I'm a huge fan of the 10mm pistol. This is pretty much what I use all the time. So we're definitely going to be upgrading this stuff, which we already can, to be honest. This brings it up to 22 damage. Hardened receiver. We're going to do that. We're going to make the receiver a lot better. And we're going to head back. We can easily... we can do. And now we exit. So you can see it does look a little different now. A little stronger, a little bit more damage. And I'm trying to figure out what the button is for building. Okay, the workshop allows you to build, adjust, and remove nearby objects and structures. Move between those, okay. Press E to build it, and yours workshop. Okay. Press V to open up the workshop. Oh, hold V. Okay, okay. Awesome. So this is actually how you go around and you break stuff down. So I would go around and I would press R on this. And I would scrap it for all these extra metals and fuses and that kind of stuff so I can build up my base and I can do a whole bunch of other stuff in the process as well. So here we go. Pretty much just scrap everything in the area and then I'll be able to build stuff. But really what I want to do is we're going to escape out of that. We're going to go into our inventory and we're going to be dropping ourselves some of our miscellaneous junk items. The reason being is you can see right underneath it here, it actually tells you what it's going to give us. So I'm going to be dropping all of these things and I'm going to be breaking them down. We're going to hold on to that. Duct tape is the most important, or one of the most important. Then we hairbrush, rubber, and then we got light bulbs, Nuka-Cola bottles, paintbrush, pre-war money. Yeah, we're going to drop all of that. Preserved cigarette pack, rat poison, screwdriver, silver table, steel, we'll just hold on to that. Turpentine, used oil can, and a wrench. And then what we do is we go ahead and get out of our inventory, and then we hold this said V button. And then we break it down off the ground. I believe there's an easier way to do this, but I prefer it this way because I can go in like a particular order and just pretty much just mass break everything. If you guys are new to the game and thinking about buying the game, I am going to tell you this right now. If you want to upgrade weapons, pick up everything in anything. Like, all the little pieces of junk are going to be important down the line. I'd say the most important pieces of junk are anything that's going to give you adhesive. So pick up a bunch of little pieces of junk or everything and start kind of figuring out what gives you what. Like, I pick up fans a lot. I always break down foldable chairs. I always break down radios because they're annoying. It can be copyright strikes. Like, I kind of know what to break down at this point because I've been playing a good amount of this game already. So I know for a fact, I think we can hang our power suit on this if we're able to power it with a generator. So what I'm going to try to do, which I don't know if this is actually a thing. I'm going to try it though. I'm not sure if I should believe myself or I should just not believe myself. We need ceramic. The best way to get ceramic I've seen is by bathtubs and sinks and that kind of stuff. We want to break down this chair. It's a regular old chair. Alright. What we want to really break down is bathroom stuff. There might be a bathtub out here somewhere. I remember there being like just a bathtub laying around, but I'm not sure if I can do it. I don't know if I have anything ceramic around this area. Alright, let's just pretend like that's not a thing we want to do anymore. Let's go ahead and press escape, get out of this, and let's see if we can upgrade our pistol a bit more here. So this is the one we're going to want to upgrade. So we have the short barrel now. We want to go back to mod slots. And looks like we can get ourselves a standard sight. Oh, it's already built. Okay, so we don't need any of this anymore. And we're going to exit. We're going to head back to Sanctuary now, which we're going to be continuing on pretty much our adventure to learn pretty much how to do the whole building thing, how to build up base, and how to make it look nice, and how to make everything work and function. We gotta build some beds and that kind of stuff. But first, what I want to do is one of the objectives is actually to plant some seeds for the town to have food. And the way to do that is you're gonna have to find some fruit in which you can plant, which I just found right here on the coast here. Nice and easy. We can just head back and we'll be able to plant that now, but that's not for a little bit. I'm gonna show you some tips and tricks on how to build and how to do certain specific things when building to make your building experience a little bit more enjoyable, because everybody hates a shitty old building experience. Because building is hard in this game. I mean, not hard, but it's not easy. That's for damn sure.
I thought I heard you. Hey there.
I'm glad you decided to come with us. I should have listened to Mama Murphy all along. Pretty nice place she's found for us. I think we could settle down here. Make it a place to call home. What do you think?
Yeah. I used to like living here. Before the war.
What do you mean? Before what war? Are you saying...
I lived here over 200 years ago. I was frozen or something for most of it. Just woke up a little while ago.
Damn. Like one of those old pre-war ghouls. You say you were frozen. Anybody else make it out with you?
My son. Somebody took him away while I was still trapped. I've been looking for him.
Damn. I'm sorry. I hope you find him. Let me know if there's any way I can help. Anyway, I am glad you're here. And I hope you don't mind, but I've got another favor to ask. I've had word from a settlement asking for help. There's still hope in there are Minutemen out there somewhere. The only chance to start rebuilding the Minutemen is to show people that they can count on us when they need us. Trouble is, I've got my hands full here. Do you think you could go help out the settlement?
I'd be glad to help.
That's fantastic. The Minutemen could use more people like you. By the way, if you want to help out around here at all, talk to Sturgis. I'm sure he'd be glad for all the help he can get.
Alright, so we're going to go talk to Sturgis, and he's going to talk to us about how to build and do all this crazy stuff. Let's go ahead and get some more of this stuff going, yeah. I've been having an issue. I've been having an issue with not being able to scroll down and see other stuff. Oh, okay, this is what it is. I thought I had to actually scroll. I have to go up and down. Okay. Okay, I figured it out now. So we have a few points. I think we have 2 points. I already did gun nut. The reason being is I wanted to be able to upgrade my guns right away. We are a perception, endurance, intelligence kind of person. We're a little weak, which means we probably want to buffen up ourselves a little bit here in a little bit. But to start, I'm more of a pistol guy. I've already kind of discovered that through my couple hours of playing. So in my heart, I had to go with extra pistol damage. It's the only way I was going to be able to be happy with myself. But I can get all the way down to, like, I believe here is, like, one of the farthest things. You must be part of a mirror. Instantly gain plus 10 energy damage. You get more intelligence at night. Explosions do more damage. Waste not, want not. You salvage uncommon components like screws, aluminum, copper when scrapping weapons and armor. Okay, so we need this. This is one of the most important perks in the entire game when it comes to crafting. And I'm so happy that I found this recently, because it is one of the hardest things ever to get copper and screws and that kind of stuff to upgrade guns. And this game is based around being able to upgrade your armor and guns above what things you can find. It's more of an upgrade system more than like finding Lincoln's repeater that does X, Y, and Z damage. It's more, I've upgraded my repeater to be as good as Lincoln's repeater, if not better. That's kind of how this game works. So we're going to go find Sturgis. This is not Sturgis. Usually Sturgis is in this area or he wanders around a little bit. He's the crazy baddie old lady. Sturgis should be around here somewhere. Sir, where art thou? He's not here. Hello, Sturgis. There he is. What up, dude? Oh.
Sturgis.
You want to talk to me? No?
You willing to do some work?
Yes.
I'd be glad to help. Just tell me what you need.
Well, for starters, we could use some real beds. We've been sleeping on the ground for too long. Just make sure we can sleep with a roof over our heads. Some of these old houses still look solid enough to do the trick. There's a workbench over there you can use. Give me a holler if you need anything.
We're going to take it one step farther. And we're going to be kind of like starting the build of our entire base. So, as some people don't know, you're actually able to scrap entire broken down houses. This being one of the closest ones to the main area. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to scrap down this bad boy. And we're going to build our first little hut base thing here. And we're going to work around this cul-de-sac being like kind of the main area. This house and this cul-de-sac. We're not going to be choke pointing at the bridge or anything because your town can get attacked. You got to remember that. So if your town gets attacked, you're going to need enough stuff and enough defenses to actually protect yourself. And if you spread yourself too thin, you could get attacked and not know what to do or can't do anything about it. So I'm just going to scrap a little bit of this steel stuff and wood stuff in the area, enabling me to build a bigger thing. All right. Let's just do one more tree. All right. So now what we want to do, just a little bit of prefab. Just keep going up in the prefabs and go to the right. And we have ourselves a giant wood structure, which we're just going to corner on right here. And we're going to build that bad boy. We have ourselves a nice little prefab house right here that we just built. Nice and simple, nice and easy. I like it, I like it. And we're going to be putting the beds inside here. What we need for beds is actually cloth. And the best way to get cloth is pretty much couches, chairs, all that kind of stuff. There's a whole bunch of things you can do, like scrapping trays, scrapping chairs. Chairs give a good amount of cloth, especially bigger chairs. Rugs give cloth. You might not see them, but they are there. We can actually turn on those TVs with electricity. Fuck radios. I hate radios. They are annoying. You guys will know why I hate radios if you check my Twitter. I hate radios in this game. Alright. So we've got a good amount of cloth because we actually broke down some pre-war money, which gave us a lot more cloth earlier. So now what we want to do is we want to get to furniture. And we want to do beds. And my favorite bed is right here because it is the smallest of them. And we can rotate and we can scroll wheel. I've never rotated yet. I've never rotated in the PC version, and I'm not sure how to do it, so we're just going to kind of finagle it. Okay, so you just click to rotate. Click to rotate is actually pretty simple. Spins pretty quick, though. There we go. What we're going to do is get another one of those. Actually, we don't have enough cloth. Okay. I think the cloth is left behind inside my other area, so we need to go look around for some more cloth. There we go. We got ourselves another bed. Let's go ahead and place it down. So we need 5 beds. As you can see up at the top, it says we have five people, which means we need 5 beds. I believe later we'll be able to have like multi-beds, and I don't know if people can actually have children. But it would be pretty cool if that was the case. And obviously, I could easily just put these inside a house, and I wouldn't have to build my own house. Building my own house is obviously not necessary, but it is something that I like to do because it gives me full freedom over whatever I want. There we go. I think we have cloth for two more beds, but I'm going to go find just a little bit more cloth. Both these houses on the cul-de-sac, see how these ruined ones, you can actually take them off. You can take them down, and it just opens up another foundation for you. Just awesome. This doghouse over here. Kind of a little Easter egg in my heart. It seems like my dog companion actually comes from there. I'm not completely sure if that's true or not, but I like to think so. Alright, so let's go ahead and get some of these beds going. We can place down 2 more. We're going to go ahead and place them just right here. There we go. There we go, and this will be more of the sleeping quarters. Alright, now we just need to find a wee bit more cloth inside one of these houses. And this is actually my home, I believe, right? No, this isn't my home. My home's the next one over. I already broke down this one. Or that's my home right there. But we'll be revisiting our home very soon. But we have enough for our 5th bed, which finishes the bed mission. And then we're going to get to how to do power, water, food, all that kind of stuff. This would be a pretty long episode kind of showing off all those mechanics of the game. Because these are kind of like side missions. They're not necessary. But it's going to slowly teach me how to do everything. And it's going to, in turn, slowly show you guys how to do everything. If you're stuck on a part, this is kind of the way to figure it out. Another whole base that we're allowed to take down. Floor mats are actually fast travel locations, if you didn't know. And you're not restricted, actually, to building in one location. There is no restriction at all to where you can build. As long as you have a workbench to place down, you can place a workbench out in the wild, and you'll be able to chop down all the trees in the area. There's really no limitations on where you can build. I know you can't build in like major cities and that kind of stuff. You might actually be able to. I don't know. I haven't technically done it myself. I haven't been that far. Like I said, I've only played the first like 3 hours of the campaign 3 or 4 times. I haven't progressed very, very far. So let's find Sturgis. That's not Sturgis. There he is.
Sturgis.
I like it. Having a place to sleep will improve everyone's spirits. What we need now is a reliable source of clean water.
I'm on it. Clean water coming up.
Great. Thanks again.
I found probably the best place to get clean water initially. It's just down by the river. All you have to do is place down a generator right next to a little water pump. It's not really hard at all. And it takes just a few seconds. And I should have all the stuff to pretty much do it. I might need to go find some gears and some copper. And then all we have to do is go to the resources manager, which is right here. Water. And then we need one of these bad boys. Just plop that right there in the water. And then we want to attach a wire. You require now run a wire for generator object needs power. I think I need copper or something in order to run wire. You lack copper to string the wire. So the best way to get copper is through, I believe, telephones, lights on the streets. So what I'm gonna pretty much default myself to is the light posts on the street to get copper. There's one right there. There's a few other things that give copper. One bug that I'm getting right now is I can't sprint inside the resources manager. So I'm not the resources manager, but like the building HUD menu. So I'm going to have to like exit out of it to sprint to places for some reason. Not sure if that was intentional or not. And we're going to spacebar to attach the wire. And now we have water powered, and the town, you can see, has 10 water. I don't know if that technically means it's enough water for 10, or if it's 10 waters, plural. I don't know. We'll see. But that's good. That's good. Where is Sturgis? Sturgis is probably still inside. Nighttime, he likes to just chill inside here.
Sturgis.
I feel better already, knowing we have a reliable supply of clean water. I hope you don't mind me asking for some more help, but our food supplies are running low. If we're gonna settle here, we'll need to get some crops established.
I'll start planting right away.
Good deal.
So what we did was we actually pre-planned this part earlier and got those things across the water. I don't know what kind of bush they were. But we should be able to technically plant those things now, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think we actually have anything. Tag for search. Okay. And now I think if we hold V, or escape, it should be tagged on where we can find that stuff. I'm not sure though. But I'm not going to continue going on there. I'll probably stop right here and call it an episode. So that's kind of how you build. That's kind of how you get water up and running. And that's how you kind of do that stuff. So if you were kind of stuck on anything, then you can watch this video, come back to it, revisit it on how to find specific things. I'm not obviously a pro at this game or anything, but I've done these things several times already. So I'm pretty good at them so far. There's probably little things that I don't know yet, and I'm going to learn over time. But I'm probably going to continue on to some of the other side missions. So thank you guys for stopping by this episode. Please be sure to check out the giveaway in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. And if you did not enjoy the video, please leave a comment down below why you did not. And I will see you guys in the next one. Adios.